Welcome to episode 6 of the Zex Support Legal Studies series. In our last episode, we tackled homicide, breaking down its legal definitions, categories, and real-world implications. Today, we'll move beyond homicide and explore other violent offenses like assault, battery, criminal threats, and kidnapping. These are offenses that directly impact individuals and often lead to serious legal consequences. Let's jump in. Starting with assault, the threat of harm. Assault is commonly misunderstood. Many people think of it as physical violence, but in legal terms, assault doesn't always involve physical contact. In most jurisdictions, assault is defined as an attempt to commit battery, meaning an attempt to make physical contact in a harmful or offensive way, or intentionally causing a reasonable apprehension of immediate harmful or offensive contact. The key legal principle: the victim must perceive an imminent threat. It's not enough that the perpetrator intends to cause harm. Mere words do not constitute assault unless they are accompanied by an overt act that suggests immediate harm. The relationship between assault and battery. Assault is often paired with battery, but these are legally distinct offenses. Battery requires actual contact, while assault only requires a threat or an attempt. Many states merge assault into battery if physical contact is made, meaning the perpetrator is only charged with battery rather than separate assault and battery offenses. Moving on to aggravated assault, when the stakes are higher. While simple assault may result in misdemeanor charges, aggravated assault is more severe and carries felony consequences. Aggravated assault occurs when the assault involves 1. A deadly weapon, such as firearm, knife, or another object capable of serious harm. 2. Intent to commit a serious crime, such as rape, maiming, or murder. 3. A particularly vulnerable victim, such as a child, elderly person, or law enforcement officer. Key legal considerations. The nature of the object used determines whether it qualifies as a deadly weapon. Even everyday objects can be considered deadly weapons if they are used in a way that is capable of inflicting serious bodily injury or death. Here's an example of use of a deadly weapon in aggravated assault. In a California case, a defendant was convicted of aggravated assault after using a butter knife to threaten a victim. The court ruled that the manner in which the object was used determined its classification as a deadly weapon. Though a butter knife is not inherently dangerous, holding it to someone's throat transformed it into a deadly weapon. Battery. When physical contact is made. Unlike assault, battery requires actual physical contact between the defendant and the victim. Battery is legally defined as intentional, harmful, or offensive contact with another person. The victim does not have to be injured for battery to occur. Contact doesn't have to be direct. It can involve objects closely associated with the victim, such as their clothing, personal items, or even something they are holding. Aggravated battery, when battery becomes a felony. Battery escalates to aggravated battery if a deadly weapon is used, serious bodily injury is inflicted, or the victim is a protected class, such as a police officer, teacher, or the elderly. California law goes further by classifying sexual battery and battery on school property as aggravated battery offenses. Criminal threats, when words become a crime. While assault requires an overt act, criminal threats can occur through words alone, if those words create a real, immediate fear of harm. Under Penal Code 422A, a person commits a criminal threat if they willfully threaten to commit a crime that will result in death or great bodily injury, cause the victim to be in a state of reasonably sustained fear. The threat was specific, unequivocal, and immediate. The threat was communicated verbally in writing or electronically. Kidnapping, the crime of unlawful movement. Kidnapping is a serious offense under Penal Code 207A, which states that a person commits kidnapping if they forcibly or by fear move another person to a different location. The movement must be substantial. The act must be non-consensual. We've explored some of the most serious crimes against the individuals in criminal law. Wrapping up, assault focuses on the threat of harm, while battery requires physical contact. Aggravated versions of these crimes involve deadly weapons or vulnerable victims. Criminal threats can be charged even if no physical action follows. Kidnapping doesn't require extreme distances, only movement that increases risk. Understanding these laws help us grasp how the legal system differentiates between different levels of personal crimes and what factors influence their severity. That wraps up today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay off my lawn. Just kidding. Stay on the right side of the law. When you need help, you can always call Zech Support.